Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. I'm Saba, your English faculty at Oliveboard. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Arju, Geeta, Sanju. So first of all, confirm me if the session is streaming. Am I audible and visible to you all? I'm good, Arnav. I'm good. What about you all? एक बार मुझे कंफर्म कर दीजिए if I'm audible and visible to you all. क्या सेशन लाइव हो चुका है? Yes. Everything is fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let us start today's session, and today's session is also going to be very important because the topic itself is very very important, guys. Okay, तो ये जो topic है आज की, that is very important. Besides, you will get good usage of words also. So let's start today's session. But before that, please share this session with others also, guys. एक बार सभी के साथ session को share कर दीजिए so that everyone can join this editorial session. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. A very good morning to all of you. Good morning, Shravanya. So if I talk about yesterday's homework, it was done by Sonali, Rekha, Sanjeev, Kavita, Arju, Sanju, Arnav, Sagar, then Himanshu. Only these people did the homework. Now, I do understand that yesterday and today you have your SBIPO examination. So because of that, you people couldn't do homework. So it is okay. Yes, Geeta, please text her anyone that the class has been started. So, but from today, since your examination will be over today, so from today again, I want you all to be like regular in the editorial session. ठीक है? आज का कोट भी उसी से कुछ related है. We will see this later. But before starting, guys, please subscribe to our YT channel. जिन लोगों ने अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, एक बार फटाफट से चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. Those who are new, जो फर्स्ट टाइम आए हैं. And if you have not like shared the session yet, तो एक बार फटाफट से सभी लोग सेशन को शेयर कर दीजिए, लाइक कर दीजिए. Okay? And those who have not downloaded our Oliveboard app, please download the app also. In the description box, link is given. So, time change, please. Akash, for editorial, you are saying time change. Actually, we have editorial means it should be scheduled in the morning itself. Do you want editorial in the evening? And morning means the first thing that we can start with is the editorial only, because 8 a.m. we already have GA class. So, yes, we have to start editorial at 7 a.m. only. Akash, is it clear? If you want editorial in the evening, guys, then let me know. I have no problem. I will be more than happy. But it won't look good taking editorial in the evening. Okay. Mhm. So today's quote is about punctuality. Punctuality is not about being on time. It is basically about respecting your own commitments. Very, very important thing. Very important thing. Okay. कि पंक्चुअलिटी इज नॉट अबाउट बीइंग ऑन टाइम. सिर्फ यही नहीं होता कि पंक्चुअलिटी, जैसे आप सुबह सुबह 7 बजे एडिटोरियल में आ गए, 2 दिन आए, 3 दिन आए, फोर्थ डे यू फॉरगॉट, ठीक है, उसके बाद से आप छोड़ दिए. बिकॉज ये चीजें आपकी क्या है, पंक्चुअलिटी सिर्फ टाइम पर होना नहीं है. ये जो कमिटमेंट आपने खुद से की है, दैट नो आई वांट टू इंप्रूव माय इंग्लिश, I want to see good usage of words. Today's editorial is also fantastic in terms of usage of words, sentence formation and everything. Okay, so it is you respecting your own commitments. अभी यार 1 week के बाद आपके बहुत सारे resolution होंगे, so just forming all those commitments and resolutions will not help you achieve your goal. Definitely you will have to work hard. You will have to follow it religiously so that you can achieve your goal. Okay, so please follow this. Be punctual for everything, including your morning editorial session, because I think it is the best thing to start your day with. ओके, सुबह सुबह के अगर बिगनिंग एक अच्छे सेशन से हो, जहां पर बहुत सारी चीजें लर्निंग हो जाए आप लोगों की, तो डेफिनेटली दैट विल मेक योर एंटायर डे फ्रूटफुल. ओके, यस, और एक अच्छी हैबिट डेवलप हो जाती है सुबह उठने की. वेरी गुड. यस, सो आई होप यू विल मेंटेन दिस. Okay, you will respect your own commitments that you have done to yourself. So you all will do that. Now, glimpse of today's session. As usual, we will start with the revision session. Today also we have 2 slides of revision session, because yesterday we saw good vocabs, idioms and phrases, everything. Then we have vocabs of today's session, idioms and phrases also we have, phrasal verbs. आज के सेशन में आपको ये तीनों चीजें मिलेंगी और नए वर्ड्स मिलेंगे, अच्छे वर्ड्स मिलेंगे. Then we have complete analysis of today's article. Very, very important article. ठीक है? चलिए. Grammar learning, tone objective, practice exercise, that is your homework. All these things we are going to do. Now let me know if you all are ready for the revision session. पहले सभी लोग एक बार सेशन को लाइक कर दीजिए, शेयर नहीं. फीफा नहीं यार, नो फीफा तो मैंने पर्पसली नहीं लिया है. बिकॉज मुझे पता है कि फीफा के बारे में तो मेरे से ज्यादा आप लोगों को पता होगा. सो दैट इज व्हाई आई डिडंट टेक फीफा, समथिंग डिफरेंट. ओके. I hope everyone has shared this session and liked this session also. Okay. Then only you will be able to do all the answers correct in this revision session. So quickly, guys, let's see. Match these words. Good morning, Anko. Good morning, everyone. What about others? Others, quickly, guys. Pogrom. So pogrom basically, as I told, pogrom basically refers to carnage. Okay. You can say carnage. You can say massacre. Okay. You can say genocide. So these are the words that are that are referring to pogrom. Okay. So Neeraj has given good answer. So for two, he has given question one. But that is also okay. That shows this shows honesty. Okay. So yes. So all these words, Holocaust also, you can say all these words we basically refer for mass murder. Okay. So murder of complete gene, race, civilization, mass murder, that is called pogrom. Okay. So A will be matched with third. डिस्क्रिशनरी बेसिकली समथिंग दैट इज वॉलेंट्री, समथिंग दैट इज ऑप्शनल, कि जो आप अपने मर्जी से करते हैं, दैट हैज नॉट बीन मेड मैंडेटरी फॉर यू, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड डिस्क्रिशनरी. सो बी विल बी मैच्ड विथ फोर्थ. Macabre basically, as I said, grisly. Grisly you can say, ghastly you can say, gruesome you can say. So for murder we use this word macabre. So C will be matched with fifth. Okay. Resigning basically we say remission. Remission matlab to liberate someone of one's penalty, to cancel the penalty, cancel the debt. So that is called remission. कि किसी के ऊपर कोई penalty हो, कोई भी debt हो, कोई भी liability हो, उससे उसको माफ कर देना. So that is called remission. So yes, resigning and remission, they can be synonyms. So D will be matched with first. Divested basically we say deprived of something. Okay. किसी भी चीज से वंचित कर देना, deprive कर देना. So that is called divested. So yes, it will be matched with seventh. Conquered and agreed, they are already matched. ये पहले से ही match है. And vitiate basically we say spoil, you can say mar, okay, deform. So all these are the synonyms of the word vitiate, कि किसी भी चीज की उसके शेप को खराब कर देना, उसके जो एक अपीयरेंस है उसे खराब कर देना. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड विटिएट. ओके. स्पॉइल, मार, डिफॉर्म, ऑल दीज आर द सिनोनिम्स. सो जी विल बी मैच्ड विद 2. So 3451762, yes, absolutely correct. This is the correct answer. I hope no confusion at all. Now let's see the next idioms. Quickly match these guys. Fast match these idioms. No, see, if you match on the face of means ostensibly and obvious. Okay, they both are synonym. So either you say this is also matched on the face of, ostensibly is also correct. Okay. Basically, it is used as an adverbial phrase. So if I will go with this, so it is ostensibly only the exact word. Okay. So आप 1 2 3 भी कह सकते हैं, 3 to 1 भी कह सकते हैं, बात वही है. ठीक है. Because ostensibly and obviously they both are almost the same thing. Visibly, ostensibly, okay, they both are almost the same thing. So these two can be interchanged, right? These two are the same thing, right? They are almost synonyms. And two basically in force means in effect. So that is already match. Second match है. अब आप 1 2 3 लिखिए या 3 2 1 लिखिए, बात वही है. Clear everyone? I hope no confusion. Those who said 1, 2, 3, they are also correct. Those who said 3, 2, 1, they are also correct. Because like almost this on the face of and stands to reason, they are almost same. But yes, अगर आपको grammar वगैरह सारी चीजें देखेंगे, so ostensibly palindrome question. अच्छा, these two are a palindrome question. Yes, you can say. So okay, now let's start. I hope you don't have any confusion in this. Okay, so I will write here 1, 2, 3. That is already matched. Okay, next. Ma'am, adverbial phrase explain karna please. So adverb, when a complete phrase is used to qualify certain things, so that is called adverbial phrase. Okay. It is a complete phrase that is used to qualify certain thing. It can qualify a verb also, the entire sentence also. So that is what basically, because an adverb is such a parts of speech that can qualify every other parts of its speech except noun or pronoun. Noun और pronoun को छोड़ करके adverb सबको qualify कर सकता है. Okay. Imminent and eminent, we have to discuss this so many times, Geeta. Imminent means something that is about to happen soon. Following, you can say. Okay, so that is called imminent. Following, you can say. Ensuing, you can say. So all these are the synonyms for the word imminent. And eminent, basically, we say eminent personality. That is famous personality. Okay, famous, you can say. Then you can say prominent, you can say. So all those famous personality, that is what called eminent. Yes. So following about impending, you can say imminent. Basically, we say impending, about to happen soon. Imminent threat, yes, imminent threat, impending, about to happen soon, likely to occur. Offing, you can say all these. ठीक है? Yes, good, good, good. Thank you so much for your words, Akshay. Now let's start today's session. ठीक है? On the horizon, very good. On the horizon is for imminent, okay, impending, very good. Now, the first word of today's session is tangible. So, tangible, as you know, tangible we call to something that is concrete, okay? Something that can be touched, that can be seen. So, that is called tangible. So, of course, tangible word can mean noticeable, palpable. It means concrete. It can also mean perceptible. Perceptible मतलब जिसको perceive किया जा सके, जिसको touch किया जा सके. So, that is called tangible, okay? 1 second, guys, 1 second. Well, it is an adjective. Tangible is basically it's an adjective. Okay. Next, retinue. Good morning, Shiv. Retinue is also a very good word. Actually, it is a collective noun. Let's say we have congregation, we have beve. In the same way, we have retinue. So, retinue word basically we use for group for advisors or other important people. ये जो ग्रुप ऑफ एडवाइजर्स और अदर इंपॉर्टेंट पीपल होते हैं, जो ग्रुप ऑफ अटेंडेंट्स यू कैन से, कि जो अटेंडेंट्स होते हैं, एडवाइजर्स होते हैं, ग्रुप ऑफ, सो देयर ग्रुप इज कॉल्ड रेटिन्यू. एक बार एसएससी में क्वेश्चन आया था, आई एम राइटिंग द सेंटेंस, फाइंड द एरर. दिस वाज द सेंटेंस इन एसएससी. इट वाज आस्क्ड क्लियोपेट्रा. क्लियोपेट्रा नाम सुना होगा सबने. क्विकली इन अ सेकंड टेल मी द एरर. Cleopatra along with her retinue have crossed the Nile. What is wrong here? Yes, very good. So the word will, yes, Shakespeare novel, very good. Yes, Shubham. So the subject is Cleopatra. So Cleopatra is singular. So singular, so it will be has. Cleopatra is the lady, she was called Dark Lady. ये जो Black Beauty word आया ना, वो पहले Cleopatra के लिए यूज हुआ था. Okay. So it is what की usage of word है. ये एक बार retinue word वहां पर use हुआ था. So retinue, I hope you got to know, that is group of advisors or other important people, that is called retinue. Okay. It is a collective noun. Simple. The next word we have is contentious. So it is a very common word we have discussed so many times. Contentious is an adjective. Contentious means debatable, controversial, disputable. So all these you can say. Contention से start हुआ है. So disputable, contentious, debatable, controversial, all these are the synonyms for the word contentious. Very good morning, guys. Good morning. जबकि एक्चुअली आर्कियोलॉजिकल एविडेंस से अगली है, बट हमें क्या, हाँ आपको ये सब भी याद रहता है. We are literature candidates, so of course we will remember all these things. Now next word is huddle. So huddle can be used as a verb. Huddle means to gather somewhere, throng somewhere. So that is called huddle. Okay. Contentious you can say. So huddle basically it can be used as a verb also. It can be used as a noun also. तो कहीं पर भी इकट्ठा हो जाना, so that is called gather, throng, flock. So all these are the words that is called huddle. Okay. You can say entourage for retinue. Yes, you can say. Okay. Because that is also collective noun. Next word we have is grandiloquent. Okay, ये अपने आप में काफी अच्छा word है. The word itself is grandiloquent. Okay. Grand means you know, loquy means you know speech. अब इसको आप किससे कर सकते हैं? ब्रेक करके रूट वर्ड से आप डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. Okay. So grand, you know, something very grand, that is lofty, high. Okay, that is called grand. Loquy is related to speech. The synonym for grandiloquent can also be magniloquent. Magni also means the same thing, that is high, lofty. Eloquent means speech. Okay. So extravagant way of using language to impress. When we are, so that is why we say कि you don't have to use grandiloquence in your this descriptive paper. कि आपको बहुत ज्यादा इंप्रेसिव वर्ड्स या बहुत ज्यादा हाई वर्ड्स के यूज नहीं करने हैं जो किसी के समझ में ना आए. दिस वर्ड हैज बीन मेड फॉर शशि थरूर. ओके, सिंपल. ही नॉट गिफ्ट ऑफ गैप, दैट इज इलोक्वेंट. देखिए, गिफ्ट ऑफ गैप का मतलब क्या होता है? यू हैव ओरेटरी स्किल, यू आर इलोक्वेंट, मतलब आप बहुत अच्छे से बात कर लेते हैं. So that is called gift of gab. That is, you have that oratory skill. On the basis of your skill, you can impress anyone. But grandiloquent means using very pompous way of writing, you can say. Pompous or extravagant way of using language. एक्स्ट्रावेगेंट आपको पता है कि बहुत ही ज्यादा हेवी वर्ड्स का यूज करना जो किसी को पता नहीं है. ठीक है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड ग्रैंडिलोक्वेंट. Yes, synonym Tharurian, very good. So the language that he uses, the word that he uses. Okay, so that is basically called grandiloquent. Clear everyone? And you don't have to use grandiloquent in your descriptive paper. अभी SBI PO में आने वाला है. तो ये यूज करने से आपको मार्क्स नहीं मिलने वाला है. Okay, so it is what now? Okay. Clear everyone? It can be an adjective also, eloquence and adjective. Chale, next word. Inexorably. Inexorably means, yes, he doesn't do it. Yes, of course, he has very good knowledge of vocab. Okay. But such word, if we use, so that is only for a few segment of people. Everyone cannot understand his words. Okay. Because he is the only person that I feel कि हाँ इंडिया में किसी की इंग्लिश अगर उस लेवल की है, so he's the only person I can say. Okay. किसका नाम लूँ आप बताइए? राहुल गांधी का. Inexorably, basically, we say impossible to prevent. Something that cannot be prevented, that is called inexorably. Okay. So something that is impossible to prevent. Okay. Now, this word is also very good. WROUGHT. Rot, basically, we say कि रॉट का बेसिकली होता है कि जो आप किसी भी चीजों को जैसे एंड को या किसी भी चीजों को जब आप हैमर से मार मार के जब आप उसको शेप देते हैं, so that is only called rot. Okay. So rot, basically, you can say shaped, you can say manufactured, something that has been manufactured, something that has been shaped. So yes, wrought iron, simple. आप इस वे से इसको हमेशा याद कर सकते हैं. When you shape this iron, so that is called wrought iron. Very good. So in this way you can learn this thing. Very good. कि जब भी आप vocab को इस तरह से relate कर देंगे तो definitely you are going to remember it forever. ठीक है. So something that has been shaped, manufactured, that is called wrought. Okay. Reckon is a verb. ये हमने पहले भी देखा था. Reckon, basically, we say to consider something, judge, calculate, evaluate. So all these are the synonyms for the word reckon. ये सारे के सारे synonym है. It is a verb. Okay. Next word, evoke. Now, evoke and invoke, they are almost synonym. Almost they are synonym. Evoke means invoke. It means arouse something, call upon, remember. ठीक है, किसी भी चीज को याद करना. Basically, we use invoke dating. जब भगवान को याद करते हैं, हे भगवान एग्जाम पास करा दीजिए. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड इन्वोकिंग गॉड. एग्जाम देके आ गए, अब कहते हैं ना भगवान भरोसे है, भगवान एग्जाम पास करा दीजिए. सो दैट इज व्हाट इन्वोकिंग गॉड, इवोकिंग गॉड. ओके. सो इन्वोक, अराउज, कॉल अपॉन, रिमेंबर, ऑल दीज आर सिनोनिम्स. बट इफ आई आस्क यू व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द वर्ड रिवोक, क्विकली. Yes, remember, you can use in that context also, Shubham. Correct. What do you mean by the word revoke? Anyone, quickly? So many times I've discussed this word. Provoke is different. Provoke is different. Revoke, yes, repeal. Very good. Repeal, resign, excellent guys. Cancel, very good. So cancel किसी भी चीज को, nullify, very good. So I hope you got basically these differences you should know guys. So nullify something, repeal something, किसी भी चीज को null and void कर देना. So that is called cancel. Abrogate, very good. Abrogate all these things, that is called revoke. And provoke is different. Provoke का मतलब होता है instigate, भड़काना. Okay, that is provoke. Next. And anachronistic. So anachronistic basically something old fashioned or antique. कि जो old fashioned हो, antique हो, so that is called anachronistic. Okay, so that is the meaning. Yes, revoke Article 370, abrogation of that. Provoke for insight. Okay. So this is also an adjective. It means old fashioned or antique. So that is called anachronistic. Clear everyone? Any confusion in any vocabs? See, in the entire editorial, I will just ask you the meaning of one word. Okay. So I hope you have kept all these words in mind and immediately I want the answer. So किसी भी एक वर्ड की मैं मीनिंग पूछ लूंगी आपसे पूरे पैसेज में जो भी वर्ड यूज होगा. ओके. नेक्स्ट. Idioms and phrases. What is the meaning of the idiom? Sorry, the first idiom is bring home. So bring home basically makes someone understand something very clearly. किसी को कोई चीज बहुत अच्छे से समझाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्रिंग होम. आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर ये एक बार यूज हुआ था बैंक के क्लोज टेस्ट में. बैंक क्लर्क का क्लोज टेस्ट था. And to drive his point home and to bring his point. You can say bring home, you can say drive home, all these can be the synonym, okay? And to drive his point home. Now, what does it mean? It means he presented one experiment, something like that. तो इसका मतलब हुआ कि अपनी बातों को समझाने के लिए उसने किसका यूज किया? उसने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट का यूज किया. ओके. द टीचर displayed one experiment to bring her point home. Okay. So in that way you can use this idiom, that is to make someone understand something more clearly. ठीक है. किसी को कोई बात बहुत अच्छे से समझाना, that is called bring home. Now next idiom is dead end. So dead end basically it is a noun phrase only, that means lacking opportunities for advancing. ये जो stalemate वाली situation होती है ना, impasse वाली situation, so that is only called dead end, कि उसके बाद आपको advance करने की opportunities खत्म हो जाती है. ठीक है. So that is called dead end. Clear everyone? Anachronistic means simply something that is outdated, antique. ठीक है. So that is called. Yes, कहीं पर भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं. Impasse है, deadlock, simple you can call it deadlock. Dead and deadlock, these two are synonyms. Okay, so कहीं ना कहीं ये भी एक noun की तरह ही यूज होता है. We use this dead end as a noun only. Clear everyone? Yes. So where you do not have opportunity for advancing, and this phase should not come in your life. आपके लाइफ में, because at every stage of your life, unless you are on the death bed, वो जो जब डेथ बेड पर होते हैं तभी ये स्टेलमेट वाली सिचुएशन आनी चाहिए. अदरवाइज एवरी डे यू शुड ट्राई टू एडवांस इन योर लाइफ. मतलब कल से बेहतरी आज करने की कोशिश करिए, देन ओनली यू विल बी देयर दैट. चलिए नेक्स्ट. Phrasal verb, we have only one phrasal verb, that is account for. And this phrasal verb we saw earlier also. पहले भी हमने देखा account for. It means to give reason or explanation for something. किसी भी चीज का explanation देना, reason देना, so that is called account for. अच्छा, after this seeing all the words, any guess that what this article can be about? Responsible for, to give reason for something, explanation for something, accountable for, you can say. Yes, accountable for something. Quickly guys, hurry up, tell me what this article can be about. Any idea, any guess? सोचिए आप लोग. IBPS PO interview batch, you all are waiting, even we are waiting for this, okay, result. So those who want, they are interested, they can join this IBPS PO interview batch using my code Saba for maximum discount on Oliveboard platform. Right now for freshers, especially those who are freshers, they can go for banking super elite, because this is the best buy plan. लेकिन अभी super elite से अच्छा प्रोग्राम आने वाला आप लोगों के लिए 24th of December से ये लाइव होगा, that is bank mentorship. Bank mentorship program is also going to be very very helpful for all the guys, especially जो बिल्कुल scratch से अपनी preparation start करना चाहते हैं, and if you want our support from every possible end, So definitely this is going to be extremely helpful for you guys. Okay, so bank mentorship program is also there for you. You can join this using my code Saba. Okay, और इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, अगर आपको ये थोड़ा कॉस्टली दिखता है तो यू कैन गो फॉर बैंकिंग सुपर एलीट, बिकॉज बैंकिंग सुपर एलीट मींस अगर आपको लगता है कि नहीं आप खुद से कर लेंगे, ओनली यू नीड गाइडेंस, सो उस गाइडेंस के लिए मैक्सिमम बैचेस के लिए, मॉक टेस्ट के लिए, एलपीएस के लिए ज्वाइन सुपर एलीट, बिकॉज हियर एलपीएस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन, और यू कैन से वन इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स ऑफ योर सुपर एलीट. ओके, this is my code Saba. You can use this code for purchasing anything on Oliveboard platform. Okay, किसी भी चीज को Oliveboard platform पे you purchase करने के लिए आप ये code use कर सकते हैं, whether it is interview course, SSC, banking, anything. And this is my Telegram channel. Join this Telegram channel for updates on every session and for yes PDF. ठीक है, क्या है? I will have a plant in earth crisis or planet in crisis. Yes, आज मेंस का रिजल्ट आएगा, ये आप पूछ रहे हैं या बता रहे हैं, आई एम नॉट अ सूटसेयर. ओके, सो वी ऑल आर होपिंग आ जाएगा तो अच्छी बात है. हाँ, टेकिंग समवन टू ओल्ड डेटेड, दैट इज करेक्ट नीरज. यस, यस. Now quickly guys, read this. Everyone hurry up, read it fast. Good morning guys, good morning everyone. Now please read this article. Let me know once you have read guys. लैंग्वेज अच्छा है, मैं समझाऊंगी प्रकाश, डोंट वरी, बट अभी खुद से समझने की कोशिश. रीड इट, पहले ही हाथ नहीं खड़ा कर दिया करिए. What happened? No one has read yet. I will explain, Anuj, no worries. Now listen, you will feel that the language is good, right? Language काफी अच्छी है. So that is why I want you all to read. कि एक बार जब आप खुद से पढ़ेंगे तो you will get the meaning. Okay? मैम मेरी इंग्लिश लूज है, लूज मतलब ढीली होती है, ठीक है. नो वरीज, कितनी भी ढीली हो आपकी इंग्लिश टाइट हो जाएगी. ओके, बट प्लीज मेंटेन रेगुलरिटी. अगर आप सोचेंगे एक दिन आपकी नींद खुल गई और आप सेशन में आ गए, सो इससे कुछ नहीं होता है. यू हैव टू मेंटेन रेगुलरिटी, आकाश गौतम. ओके, नाउ focus on each and every usage of words. Okay, let's start. A planet in crisis. So of course, which planet is in crisis? No doubt it is basically referring to Earth only. This is the only planet because we are surviving here, so that is why it is in crisis. Crisis, you know, khatra. ठीक है? On tangible outcomes from biological diversity convention. Now this is a meeting. जैसे बहुत सारे meeting होते हैं environment पर based. So this CBD, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, this is a meeting. So इस पर जो भी tangible outcomes आए हैं, tangible means very obvious outcomes, जो बहुत ही obvious हैं, जो दिख रहे हैं सामने, outcomes you can say result, So all those results are showing that वो जो भी discussion meeting में जो भी discussion हुआ है, so it is showing that the planet is in crisis. Okay, so basically this article is on this CBD only, that is Convention on Biological Diversity. Clear? Now, tangible outcomes from biological diversity convention are a long time away. मतलब if you want certain results, okay, so if you want some fruitful result, tangible outcomes का मतलब वो outcome जो आपको दिखे. एक होता नहीं कि हाँ environment improve हो रहा है, जैसे our government says that economy is improving, but you are unable to perceive that. आपको वो दिखे नहीं रही कि economy recover हो रही है, आपको तो ये लग रहा है प्याज 200 रुपए किलो मिल रहा है. So this is intangible because you are unable to perceive that. So the same author is saying that some noticeable outcomes, कि certain results that we can see, we can notice from biological diversity convention are a long time away. उसमें अभी काफी दिन लगेगा, ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत nearly आप उसमें कुछ changes देखेंगे. You will feel that environment is improving or the situation is improving. No, it is a long time away. It will take time. Okay, so this are is used for outcomes. Now, a month after the 27th conference of the parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Now, this is also a very, very important meeting, that is COP, Convention on Climate Change 27, Conference of the Parties, ठीक है, to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. ये जो meeting होती है COP 27 Climate Change पे in Egypt. So this meeting happened 1 month before. Okay. Diplomatic retinue. Retinue means you can simply say officials, group of people, group of important persons, officials, went into a contentious huddle again to save the planet in Montreal, Canada. This time, now listen. पूरे का मतलब क्या हो रहा है? Just try to understand. A month after, एक महीने बाद, किसके 27 कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ द पार्टीज, ये जो COP 27 हुआ था, ठीक है, उसके एक महीने बाद, और ये कहाँ हुआ था? इट हैपेंड इन इजिप्ट. ओके, सो डिप्लोमेटिक ऑफिशियल्स, अटेंडेंट्स, यस, जो ऑफिसर्स, दोज हु अटेंडेड, दे वेंट इनटू कॉन्टेंशियस. ये अभी COP को रेफर कर रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज रेफरिंग टू COP ओनली. ओके, दे वेंट इनटू आर्ग्यूएबल, जैसे होता है मीटिंग होता है, डिबेट होने लगता है, नहीं वी विल सेव प्लैनेट, वी विल डू दिस ऑल दैट. ओके, एक दूसरे के ऊपर पॉइंट आउट करने लगते हैं. सो दे डिड ऑल आर दिस कंटेंशियस हडल, मतलब एकदम बैठे एक दूसरे के ऊपर, इन लोगों ने डिबेट वगैरह स्टार्ट किया फॉर व्हाट, टू सेव द प्लैनेट. एंड दिस समिट इट हैपेंड इन मॉन्ट्रियल कनाडा दिस टाइम. मतलब ये कहां पर हुई थी? मॉन्ट्रियल कनाडा में. दिस टाइम एंड एज द कन्वेंशन ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी, CBD, ठीक है. 1 सेकेंड, सॉरी 1 सेकेंड गाइस, थोड़ा सा. COP 27 क्या हुआ था? इजिप्ट में हुआ था. यहाँ पर ये सारी चीजें हुई थी. They all discussed to save the planet. But this time CBD occurred in Montreal, Canada. Okay, ये जो CBD की मीटिंग हुई थी, this was in Montreal, Canada. Is this point clear? Yes, they create fresh market while arguing. So I hope this point is clear. So there are two summits based on environment, and they both have been discussed in the single line. So initially we have started with COP 27 that occurred 1 month before, और अभी CBD की बात हो रही है जो मॉन्ट्रियल कनाडा में हुआ था. ठीक है. While both these conferences can trace their origins to Rio Summit of 1992, the CBD does not get anywhere near the media attention COP commands. Now, what it is saying, both these conferences, whether you talk about CBD or you talk about COP 27, okay, they have their origins in the Rio Summit of 1992. Might be ये एक ऐसा summit होगा जहां पर basically environment के बारे में लोग थोड़ा सा ज्यादा aware हुए होंगे. They might have thought of saving our environment also. Okay, so they both have origin from Rio Summit of 1992, but CBD is not in limelight. CBD उतना famous नहीं है, उसको उतना media attention नहीं मिलता जितना COP को मिलता है. Okay, so COP is very, very important. There are no world leaders. Now, why CBD does not get that much attention? Because यहाँ पे world leaders जो होते हैं, they do not meet. Okay, कि prime ministers and all, they do not meet. And heads of state, they do not have any world leaders and heads of the state making grandiloquent commitments. कि ये लोग जो हवा में बातें करते हैं ना, जिसका कोई सेंस नहीं होता. ओके, कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ बातें कर लेते हैं. because the CBD largely continues to be framed as an environmentalist concerns, much like what COP used to be until the forces of capitalism managed to reimagine the idea of a planet being inexorably slow cooked in greenhouse gases to make that. अब देखिए ये सेंटेंस यहां से लेकर के यहां तक है, देयर से लेकर के till here, this is one sentence. Now understanding this is very important. चलो ओके, अब देखिए यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है कि सीबीडी में देर आर नो वर्ल्ड लीडर्स, दैट इज वाई बोथ हेड ऑफ द स्टेट दे डू नॉट मीट, सो दैट इज वाई इट डज नॉट गेट दैट मच मीडिया अटेंशन, मीडिया इसके पीछे उतना नहीं भागती, ओके, इट इज नॉट इन दैट मच लाइमलाइट, ओके। एंड बेसिकली सीबीडी इज फॉर एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट कंसर्न, कि यहाँ पर एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट दे गैदर, दे मीट एंड दे एक्सप्रेस देयर कंसर्न, ओके, मच लाइक व्हाट सीओपी यूज्ड टू बी, कि सीओपी भी पहले ऐसा ही होता था, बेसिकली इट यूज्ड टू बी अ मीटिंग ऑफ एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट ओनली, ओके, but until the forces of capitalism managed to reimagine the idea of a planet. But slowly what happened, it became like a meeting of all the leaders, you can say heads of the world and all these people. The idea of a planet being inexorably so slow cooked. What do you mean by this word inexorably? Inexorably means, and see, this line is very, very important. Slow cooked in greenhouse gases. Now our planet is heating inexorably. Inexorable means that cannot be prevented. So you cannot prevent it. It is unpreventable. Okay. And it is slowly being cooked in greenhouse gases as the temperature is rising. So our planet is being cooking. Yes, unpreventable. Very good. To the one that may yet be saved. Now the discussion is what is still our planet is one that can be saved. We can still save our planet from being cooked in greenhouse gases. मतलब उसको हीट होने से हम बचा सकते हैं, that is the sense, right? By renewable energy resources. If we start following renewable energy resources, so definitely we can save our planet and at the very least make some entrepreneurs rich. So अगर आप जैसे renewable energy की बात पे आएंगे तो कुछ कुछ entrepreneurs जो होंगे वो बहुत ही ज्यादा rich होंगे, हो जाएंगे. So this is a sarcasm in the last line. Very good usage. यहाँ से यहाँ तक का line तो excellent है. Is this point clear? हाँ, yes, you can say inevitable also. Inevitable means that is certain to happen. Okay, जो होगा ही, और जिसे prevent ना किया जा सके, that is inexorable. Is this line clear, guys? The complete thing. COP was also a meeting of this environmentalist only. Okay, it used to be a meeting of environmentalist, but soon it became the meeting of capitalism. Capitalist, like all the world leaders and heads of the state, they started gathering. Okay, and they started discussing several things. Okay, next. Unlike cyclones and melting glaciers that have become visual aids to bring home the climate crisis wrought by invisible gases, biodiversity loss continues to be largely invisible despite its victim being extremely visible. देखिए, this line is also amazing, guys. ये भी line बहुत अच्छी है. ध्यान से पढ़िए तो you will get it. एक बार आप लोग पढ़िए, then I will explain. Just this line, read it. Right? Now listen. Unlike cyclones and melting glaciers that have become visual aids to bring home means explain something clearly, right? Explain something clearly. The climate crisis wrought here means formed by invisible gases. Now, what is happening? This climate crisis, that climate is in threat, climate is in danger. This can be easily explained to you by different cyclones and melting glaciers. The pace at which glaciers are melting, जिस pace से, जिस speed से glaciers melt हो रहे हैं, and so many cyclones every now and then we are getting to see cyclones. So these are very good examples to explain you the problem that to explain you the problem of climate crisis. Okay, and this climate crisis has been formed by invisible gases. Okay, वो gases जो आपको दिखती नहीं है, because of that कि CO2 ज्यादा हो गया, नाइट्रोजन ज्यादा हो गया, तो ये जब जब इनके लेवल जो इसमें एटमॉस्फेयर में बढ़ जाते हैं, so we get to see all these natural events. ठीक है, और जो disastrous होते हैं. Biodiversity loss continues to be largely invisible. अब ये जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस हो रहा है, सिर्फ आपको ग्लेशियर्स दिख रहे हैं, साइक्लोन्स दिख रहे हैं, ठीक है, बट ये जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस हो रहा है, देर आर सेवरल स्पीसीज दैट आर बीइंग एक्सटिंक्ट, दैट आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ एक्सटिंक्शन. ओके, so that is invisible despite its victims being extremely visible. कि उनके victims हमें साफ साफ दिख रहे हैं, but still this biodiversity loss remains invisible for us. Clear, guys? कि मतलब ये हम जान के भी हम इसके ऊपर फोकस नहीं कर रहे हैं, हमको दिख रहा है कि देर आर सो मेनी स्पीसीज दैट आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ एक्सटिंक्शन, बट दिस बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस कंटिन्यूज टू बी इनविजिबल फॉर अस. ओके, based on current trends, it that is why I told, yes, it is going to be very important for climate change, because climate based articles are very important for your descriptive. Okay, so it is important. Based on current trends, the UN reckons an estimated 34,000 plant and 5,200 animal species, including 1 in 8 of world's bird species, face extinction. Now, as per the UN estimation, okay, जैसा कि UN ने reckon किया है इसको, ठीक है, we estimated 34,000 plant species, सोच लीजिए, and 5,200 animal species, including 1 in 8 of world's bird species. इन सब में 8 में से एक बर्ड की स्पीसीज है that are on the verge of extinction. ये सारे के सारे एक्सटिंक्ट होने के कगार पे हैं. ठीक है, about 30% of breeds of main farm animal species are currently at high risk of extinction. It is not only those rare species that are on the verge of extinction. It is also 30% of breeds of main farm animal. Farm animal आप सबको पता है, cow, goat and all. So उनके भी 30% of species हैं जो those who like which are at the risk of extinction. Forests are home to much of the known terrestrial biodiversity, but about 45% of Earth's original forests are gone, cleared mostly during the past century. You know, most of the species they stay in forest, okay, but 45% of the forest have been cleared, okay, and mostly have been cleared in the past century. के पिछले 100 साल में तो बहुत सारे जो है forest clear कर दिए गए हैं just because of industrial development. Yet, because of much of this extinction is not finally accounted for, as the rise in per capita carbon emissions or temperature swings, it fails to evoke the urgency it deserves. Now, this yet because of much of this extinction, because of the extinction of these animals and plant species, they are not responsible for the rise in per capita carbon emission. कि इनकी वजह से कार्बन एमिशन तो नहीं हो रहा, अगर आपकी कोई भी एक स्पीसीज एक्सटिंक्ट हो रही है, सो दे आर नॉट helping in the this increase in carbon emission. So that is why people they do not take notice of this. All these world leaders, environmentalists, they do not consider this extinction. Okay, so that is why it fails to evoke the urgency it deserves. कि जितनी urgency, जितना importance इसे मिलना चाहिए extinction को, उतना important नहीं मिलता. क्योंकि आज के डेट में अगर आप देखेंगे environmental की जब भी मीटिंग होती है, so the complete discussion is on reducing greenhouse gases. Okay, अब उसमें कैसे रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं, द कंप्लीट डिस्कशन इज ऑन दैट ओनली. No one is focusing on extinction, this animals that are being extinct. Okay, so that is why author is saying that it does not get that importance or urgency that it has to be. ठीक है, जितना इसे मिलना चाहिए उतना नहीं मिलता है. इन दिस लाइट, अब इस पूरे अगर इंडिया का व्यू पॉइंट देखा जाए, इंडिया स्टांस मीन्स व्यू पॉइंट, एटीट्यूड, ठीक है, that is of not wanting hard targets on proposals such as reducing the use of pesticides, given that their effects on impacting biodiversity are documented, and conserving 30% of land and sea seems anachronistic, particularly when it sees itself as a champion of conservation and living in harmony with nature. अब इन सारी चीजों में अगर हम इंडिया का एटीट्यूड देखें, नो व्हाट इज दैट ऑफ नॉट वांटिंग हार्ड टारगेट्स ऑन प्रपोजल्स, कि अगर इंडिया को कुछ कुछ प्रपोजल दिया जाता है तो इंडिया डजंट वांट दैट हार्ड टारगेट. नो व्हाट आर द प्रपोजल्स दैट पीपल दे आस्क इट, लाइक अदर नेशन दे आस्क इंडिया टू रिड्यूस द यूज ऑफ पेस्टिसाइड्स. So India does not want any hard targets on reducing the use of pesticides, because now why India is asked not to reduce the use of pesticide, because its effect, the maximum usage of pesticides impact biodiversity. Okay, and most of the diversity that are present in land and sea, they get affected because of the usage of pesticide. But still India does not want any hard targets on this. So it seems anachronistic. Anachronistic means outdated, you can say opposite. Okay, ये बिल्कुल outdated दिखता है, particularly when India itself sees as a champion of conservation and living in harmony with nature. इंडिया एक टाइम तो ये अपने आप को बता रहा है कि it promotes, it is the champion, it promotes the conservation and living in harmony with nature, कि वो हर species को protect करना चाहता है. And on the same side, India does not want to reduce the this consumption of pesticide. So it is just opposite those two things. Okay, हाँ, stance means view, opinion. Impacting biodiversity are documented. So here it means the effects on impacting biodiversity are documented means listed. वो साफ साफ दिख रहा है, ठीक है? So visible, yes. So it is what it is again one sarcasm on India. कि on the one side it is saying that it is supporting all these species and all, and on the second hand it is not. On the other hand, it is not limiting the uses of pesticide. You can say. While India adopting a negotiating tack from climate conferences has argued that different nations have different levels of responsibility towards biodiversity conservation, which requires richer nations to be more generous funder of global conservation efforts. It is well known that such demands are a dead end unless countries agree to definite targets. Okay, now इंडिया अब वो अपने आप को एक नेगोशिएटिंग स्टेप फॉलो कर रहा है फ्रॉम क्लाइमेट कॉन्फ्रेंसेस की जो भी इस तरह की मीटिंग होती है. सो इंडिया हैज आर्ग्यूड दैट डिफरेंट नेशंस हैव डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. एज पर इंडिया, जो अलग अलग नेशन उनके अलग अलग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है टुवर्ड्स बायोडाइवर्सिटी कंजर्वेशन. एंड इन दिस केस रिचर नेशन हैव मोर जनरस फंडर्स, मतलब वो उनको ज्यादा आगे आना चाहिए टू कंजर्व बायोलॉजिकल एफर्ट्स. ओके, ग्लोबल कंजर्वेशन. इट इज वेल नोन दैट सच डिमांड्स आर डेड एंड. अगर इस तरह की डिमांड हम करेंगे कि जो डेवलप नेशंस है उनको ज्यादा फंड करना चाहिए और हर नेशन की अलग अलग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, सो ऑफ कोर्स वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू प्रोग्रेस. ओके, सो अनलेस ऑल दिस countries agree to definite targets, we won't be able to make any progress here. What cannot be measured as the adage goes? Adage means proverb. Adage means proverb, saying कैन नॉट बी अंडरस्टूड और एड्रेस्ड. कि एक बहुत कॉमन जो एक प्रोवर्ब है, कहावत है कि व्हाट कैन नॉट बी मेजर्ड कैन नॉट बी अंडरस्टूड और एड्रेस्ड. जिसको आप मेजर नहीं कर सकते उसको आप एड्रेस भी नहीं कर सकते. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई एवरी नेशन हैज इट्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इन दिस. एलिजाबेथ मरुमा मृमा, Executive Secretary of the CBD, has described the negotiations as one that should result in Paris Movement for Nature. While this was not quite what happened, countries have agreed on preparing concrete roadmap by 2024, and the richer ones committing 30 billion per annum by 2030. But seeing tangible outcomes is a long way. Now, what it is saying? Now, this president of CBD, she has described the negotiations as one that should result in a Paris Movement for Nature. Okay, while this was not quite what happened, मतलब ये वैसा नहीं है जैसा होना चाहिए था. Countries have agreed on preparing concrete roadmap by 2024. कि उन लोगों ने ये सोचा है कि 2024 तक वो एक कॉन्क्रीट एक विजिबल रोड मैप तैयार करेंगे कि कैसे उनको काम करना है. एंड द रिचर वंस विल कमिटिंग $30 billion पर एनम बाय 2030. कि मतलब इतना जो है वो 2030 तक हर एनम वो कंट्रीब्यूट करेंगे नेचर के लिए. बट सीइंग टैंजिबल आउटकम्स इज अ लॉन्ग टाइम अवे. लेकिन फिर भी कोई कॉन्क्रीट आपको रिजल्ट दिख जाए उसमें बहुत जल्दी आपको नहीं दिखेगा. इट विल टेक इट टाइम. ओके, adage means proverb. As the adage goes means जैसा कि कहावत है. Okay, so adage means proverb, that is the meaning. लास्ट लाइन इस किसके लिए यूज हुआ है? सीइंग के लिए. द जिरंड इज सीइंग tangible outcomes is a long time away, so here the subject is gerund. Okay गीता, gerund कि मतलब आपको कोई tangible outcome दिखे, कोई result दिखे, उसमें काफी ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा. Very soon you are not going to see any tangible outcomes. Okay, so I hope the article is clear. The article itself is very, very important and I've taken enough time to explain this article. Okay, usage is excellent. Amazing usage of words and everything we have. Now tell me what is wrong here quickly. What is incorrect here, guys? Hurry up. Yes. See, as I told, percentage. Now, it is not necessary that percentage is always countable. Okay. I told when percentage is followed by plural noun, so we need plural verb. अगर इसके बाद noun plural होता है तो इसके साथ verb भी हम plural ही use करते हैं. अगर singular noun use होता है तो we use singular verb. Okay, you have to remember this thing. So about 30% of breeds of main farm animal species are currently at high risk of extinction. So yes, not no error, it will be R. परसेंटेज के बाद जब भी प्लूरल नाउन होगा, परसेंटेज ऑफ प्लूरल नाउन प्लूरल वर्ब. क्योंकि इसमें मैक्सिमम लोगों को कंफ्यूजन होता है. परसेंटेज ऑफ सिंगुलर नाउन सिंगुलर वर्ब. ओके, सिंगुलर नाउन Singular verb. Got it, guys? Yes. Yes, error is in C part. Now, what is the tone of article? Today's article. टोन क्या है आर्टिकल का? कंसर्न. वेरी गुड. कल भी कंसर्न का टोन था, आज भी कंसर्न का टोन है. In case of none also, correct Anuj. In case of none also. So concern, you can say basically it is concerned. Somewhere it is criticizing also. Yes. So somewhere it is criticizing. Yes. Sarcasm जहां पर था, तो somewhere it is criticizing also. Okay. So yes. Concern plus criticizing, you can say sarcasm, you can say all these things. Okay. So this is a homework. Only two phrases you have to use in a sentence of your own. Okay. Dead end तो आपका noun है. It you have to use it as a noun. Bring home. ये this bring is a verb. So you have to use it accordingly in a sentence. Okay. So thank you guys. Remember this article. अगर आप data वगैरह याद कर सकते हैं तो that is definitely going to be very helpful for you. Okay. So we will meet at 9 a.m. Today's 9 a.m. session is going to be based on para jumbles. तो आज का जो 9 बजे का सेशन है वो मेंस लेवल के पैरा जंबल्स है जो आप लोग छोड़ देते हैं. So only parajumble means multiple parajumbles we will be practicing today. Okay. So thank you guys. I hope you have understood the entire article since the article was very good. So I have explained it to you in detail. Now please go through it. Okay. Like this session, share this session and subscribe to our YT channel. Those who haven't subscribed it. जिन्होंने अभी तक नहीं सब्सक्राइब किया एक बार सेशन को चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा, लाइक कर दीजिएगा सेशन को और शेयर कर दीजिएगा. Okay. So I'm ending this session. We will meet at 9 a.m. for parajumble.